Welcome to another one of Drew's Reviews. I just finished reading an amazing book by Carla and Robert Rose. It's called The Seventh Era of Marketing. Experiences. No, it's called Experiences, the Seventh Era of Marketing. And yes, right now I'm sitting in a hotel room because last night I finished this book and I'm about to present to a bunch of travel industry executives, and I wanted to change my whole presentation because of this book. You know when you think every once in a while you read a book that it just shifts your mind, changes your perspective? This is one of those seminal books. It's a pivotal moment for me. This book, Experiences, the Seventh Era of Marketing, is ahead of its time. Just how far ahead? I don't really know. It could be a month, a year, but this book will shift your entire thinking about marketing in a new world. Who's this book for? This book is for anyone in marketing, but I actually think right now this book is for forward-looking CMOs. It's for anyone in an entry-level marketing class at any college or university, like maybe Marketing 101. It's for content marketing practitioners. It's for brand strategists. Look, if you're in marketing, you have to read this book. This book is all about differentiating the experience to transform your brand. And sure, it talks primarily about doing this through content, but this is not just a content marketing book. Carla and Robert start by actually taking us through all 6 eras of marketing that lead up to this, but primarily they focus on the transformation of the relationship era into the experience era. It's also about the evolution of the role of marketing. As a marketer, your role has to change. Your focus has to be on, they say, 3 things. 1, growth, like growing revenue, growing the company. 2, unifying, like unifying the entire organization around one central experience that transforms the brand. And 3, innovating, like you've got to innovate just as rapidly as everyone else, but he cautions you against this. It's about agility, not speed. Marketers are closer to the customer than anyone else in the organization, and marketing is one of the only organizations that touches every part of an internal organization. And that's what's so great about the new era of marketing. Now, Carla and Robert have a new framework for this. They call it the SAVE framework, and I won't go into the details, but you can read all about the SAVE framework and how it'll transform the way you see your role inside the organization. Now, I just mentioned that this is all about agility versus scale, and that's a really important point. It's actually not about being everywhere and making sure you're doing everything. It's about being anywhere the customer should be at the right time, and that's a really central point to differentiating the experience, especially through content. Carla and Robert also break down a new set of 4 Ps for the modern marketer in the 7th era of marketing. It's all about the types of content. These are the 4 Ps: promotional content, preaching content, professor content, and poet content. Now, they do devote a huge amount of the book to content creation management, and this is a really great book about content creation management. But again, don't get hung up on the fact that this might be a content marketing book. It's not. This book is about a new way of thinking. They do lay out a new way to measure it, a 90-day vision for actually implementing a content creation management platform and strategy. They even talk about bringing in the internal talent, getting inside stories out so that you can share those with the world. They review technology stacks and the way to wrap your mind around the kind of technology you need to create the right kind of content in an experience-driven era. They break down measurement strategies into 3 core ideas: primary indicators, secondary indicators, and user indicators. And it's a smart framework for measuring the impact of your experience in the marketplace. They wrap up the book with 4 amazing case studies from companies like Motorola and Aon, even BlackBerry and Emerson Manufacturing. They're really insightful and help you wrap your mind around what this looks like when it's implemented. But here's the deal. Marketing's role is changing, and that's what this book is about. Embracing the experience of the new world and really finding a way to fit into it. What's your role in the new marketing world? Carla and Robert will help you define your customer experience and actually leverage that to differentiate your brand in a crowded and cluttered marketplace. And sure, they primarily do it through content, but it's more than that. This is a seminal work. This book will revolutionize the new era of marketing, and Experiences is what it's all about. Experiences, the 7th era of marketing, is the start of something big.